Alright, so we're looking at different angle measures, radians, degrees, of course, the big ones. So we want to be able to be very comfortable converting back and forth between the two. So here's 4 quick examples let's look at together. Then we're going to have you try some on the next couple slides. So we looked at the conversion factor on the previous slides. So 60 degrees, here's how I like to start them. Just write it out, and there's different ways we could set it up, but I'll just go ahead and do a little multiplication here. What's the relationship? Well, we're in degrees, we want to go to radians, so we're going to have pi over 180 degrees. Well, let's simplify that, right? 60 over 180, the degrees would cancel, and we just get a 3 down here, and so 60 degrees is the equivalent of pi thirds radians. Not too bad. Not as comfortable when we start talking about radians, but they'll get a little more comfortable. Okay, let's do the next one. Negative 30. Very similar. Remember, all that negative means is it has a clockwise rotation, so it's rotating down from our standard position. But we set it up the same. So pi over 180 degrees. Remember, that's 2 pi is 360 degrees. We've just reduced it already. Again, 30 over 180, what's that going to reduce to? Well, we're going to get 6, and so we get negative pi 6 for that one. So negative 30 degrees is the equivalent of negative pi 6. Well, what if we're in radians? So notice, set it up very, very similar. So negative 3 pi fourths. Now we're going to multiply it by 180 over pi. Notice we flipped those because now I'm in radians. I want to go to degrees. My pi will cancel. And let's see what we can do here. So 180 over 4. Let's see if we can reduce that. So 4 will go into 18 4 times, and we'd have 20 left over. So that's 45 degrees that would be left over. Negative 3 times 45. So what do we get? 120, so that's 135. So negative 135 degrees for this. And of course you can go plug these in your calculator, right? You don't have to just work your way through that. I'm just trying to show you here on this video. Okay, one last one, 5 pi thirds. So 5 pi thirds, again, same thing, 180 over pi. I know it's that way because this is already radians. I don't see a degree symbol. So I want to go to degrees. So my pi is going to cancel, always will, by the way. 180 over 3, well, that's a nice one. That's 60. 5 times 60. So for this one, we get 300 degrees. Hey, not too bad, okay? So that's, depending on what you're set up in, if you are in degrees, you're going to multiply by pi over 180. If you were in radians, you're going to multiply by 180 over pi, and that is how we do it.